So Justin Baldoni could use Ryan Reynolds' little skit on SNL's 50th anniversary in his own defense? Interesting.
P-A-S-C-A-L. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal.
What's up? Okay, guys. Ryan Reynolds did a thing with Blake Lively in tandem. Don't know if Blake Lively really knew if the skit, if there was going to be a skit or anything of that sort. She seemed like she was completely kind of in the dark with the skit, but you never know. She may have completely known, but nonetheless, there was a skit. We saw it. We talked about it in the most previous video, and now they're saying that Justin Baldoni's team could use Ryan Reynolds' skit from SNL, from the 50th anniversary of SNL, and use it in their defense. Now, one thing I'm kind of curious about is it's not like they're saying anything in this skit. I mean, let's just say this. They're not saying anything incriminating. Okay. It may be something to show their character, show the fact that he is still just out here. Ryan Reynolds, at least, is out here still making jokes, still just not giving a damn. Okay. There's obviously, even so, there's allegedly a video that's circulating all over social media right now where there was a script supervisor saying that on the set of Deadpool, every time that they had to go and take a deuce, drop of poopies, Ryan Reynolds would say, I got to go take a Baldoni. Literally. Okay. Now, if those allegations are true, this is some crazy stuff. And then obviously it goes to show to you that he clearly, like, it's almost, the B word, bullying. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys are literally trying to be like the cool kids in school. And Justin Baldoni is that guy that they just love to just give a hard time and belittle the entire time. So I am kind of curious as to what he can do, what he would do to you, like how he'd be able to use this in his defense. You know what I'm saying? That's something that's very interesting because, like I said, nothing incriminating was said. It's not like he said, "Oh yeah, he touched her," and no, he didn't say anything. He said, "Oh, I'm fine." What? Why? Why do you ask? Like, I'm good. Why do you ask? Or what have you been hearing? You know what I mean? And of course, everybody in the studio started laughing, of course, because it was at that time to them funny. And they're addressing the elephant in the room because everybody knows about this huge multi-million-dollar lawsuit going on between both of them, right? Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, okay? And of course, other people getting dragged into this messy mess as well, which is insane. But let's take a look at this article. I think this is very interesting that they're sitting there saying that Justin Baldoni could use this in his defense. And I'm like, but with what though? What can you do? Because it's nothing. But again, could be used for character. Let's not forget, Ryan Reynolds did allegedly created a character specifically around to parody Justin Baldoni called Nice Pool. And then at the end of the movie, Nice Pool gets riddled with bullets, right? And he didn't have the healing factor or anything like that. So in other words, he just straight up destroys him, takes his life off the planet in this movie. It's not good, okay? It's not good, especially with the man bun. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm Nice Pool. That whole thing, it's bad, okay? So I can see them basically still, Justin Baldoni is the butt of his jokes everywhere he goes, I'm sure. Okay. To the point where they're saying that anytime he goes and takes a deuce, he and Blake Lively got to go and take a deuce. They called a Baldoni. That's terrible. Okay. But Justin Baldoni's legal team may use Ryan Reynolds' SNL50 joke about their respective lawsuits in the director's defense. An insider tells Page Six. Like I said, I'm still wondering, what could it be? What could it possibly be? You know what I'm saying? That would be smoking gun stuff that they could use from that little skit that they can use to take him down or to take them down. I don't know. It's very interesting. But moving on. Okay, they stepped out on Sunday for their first red carpet appearance. Amid this, it ends with us legal drama, which of course everyone has been going, wait, I thought you guys were so distraught, so sad that you couldn't come out. You couldn't go out and kick it. Okay. You gotta stay home and stay in the shadows. But they braved themselves enough to get into a tux and a gown and show up to this event. Okay. So even poking fun at the situation during a brief cameo. So when asked how he was doing during the live show, the Deadpool star, Ryan Reynolds, replied, "Great. What have you heard?" And of course, the studio, of course, reacted. They laughed. Okay. Many viewers felt the claims of SH, extortion, and defamation weren't things to take or to make light of, which Baldoni's legal advisors seemingly agree with. So this is good. Interesting that this whole thing here, I'm great. What have you heard? That whole thing now could be used in court. It's insane. How they're going to use it, that's going to be interesting. But anyway, it's very plausible that Justin's legal team will use the public outing to defend him. Justin Baldoni is taking this lawsuit in all seriousness and isn't making a public mockery of it. And that's something that's interesting too, because he's not getting he doesn't have the red carpet rolled out for him. You know what I'm saying? He's still, for lack of all terms out here, okay? He is not an A-list star. He is still just trying to get his name out there. He's still trying to get known. Don't get me wrong. It's not like he hasn't had successes, but at the same time, he's not Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively level, right? So they'll have more opportunities to get out there and get their voices heard a lot easier than Justin Baldoni. You're not going to see him out at red carpet events. They're not going to invite him out anywhere. He is literally a Hollywood pariah now, unfortunately, because of these things that have been put out here about him. And until he actually gets exonerated in court, I don't know. This may stick with him forever. And I know the internet is very much on Team Baldoni, Team Justin right now. But at the same time, how about Hollywood? We're clearly seeing them invited and being a part of SNL. If they were kind of looked at or blacklisted right now, they would not be on SNL. Trust me, they would not even make a mockery of this situation or make a joke right now. They would have been said, "Hey, you can stay where you are. Well, next anniversary or something like that, next big red carpet event, we'll have you there." You see what I'm saying? Again, there's a lot of things in their advantage solely because of their stardom. Just because, let's be real, Ryan Reynolds is a household name. He is an A-list star. Even more now because of the new Deadpool movie, for sure. But let's continue on. While it's unclear how the actor's attorneys plan to incorporate that SNL appearance into their case, both parties were previously warned against saying or doing anything in the press that could influence a potential jury. Now, here's the thing. That is very true. It's like, shut up. Don't say nothing. Keep your mouth shut. Don't do too much that could get you in trouble. You say or do anything out here, it can come back and bite you right in the boo-hoo-tee. Let's be real, okay? Now, what's going on here? He's out here. Ryan Reynolds makes a joke at it, okay? Not a super incriminating joke, okay? But it does show like he's still using the opportunity to knock Justin Baldoni down a few pegs. And almost in a way, kind of distancing himself from the lawsuit as well. In a way, it's kind of like, I don't know what's going on. What have you heard? Like, I'm over here doing my thing. I'm busy. I'm not worried about no Justin Baldoni. You know what I mean? That's kind of the vibe I'm getting too. He's beneath me. I got better things to do. I got another Deadpool movie and a bunch of other projects to worry about. I'm not worried about this. Baldoni who? You know what I mean? So our source says it wasn't just Baldoni's supporters who felt conflicted about his Ryan Reynolds flippant comment. People in Hollywood think Blake and Ryan attending the SNL 50th anniversary show was not a good look. This is what the insider shares. I think they should have sat this one out. Despite the mixed opinions, a second source, tells us that Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively have no regrets on making an appearance at the show. Were two of the last people to leave the studio. So they hung out for a long time and had a great time, rubbing elbows, having a great time because they are still Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively. And there are going to be people that are going to just say, hey, he is at a position of power. He's an A-list superstar. He's an A-list name. He still has connections. He's still Deadpool. He still just dropped one of the most successful Marvel movies out there. Let's keep it a bean, right? So of course people are going to be, blowing sunshine right up his arse. Okay. Blake was initially hesitant to attend the SNL 50th anniversary show, but ultimately she's glad she attended and had a really nice time. They're glad they showed up because they have nothing to hide and no reason to, and no reason not to. Okay. So, of course, they went out there, they had a grand old time, they did their thing. And of course, the joke, some people think it landed terribly. Some people think that it was funny as hell. And of course, I've left that up to you guys. A lot of you guys have said it was not funny, and it was very tasteless. And again, I feel like this is kind of the vibe we're getting with these two. At least this is what I'm seeing, right? That it is kind of the act of belittling these a particular person, knocking them down even as many pegs as they can. Okay, because I don't know, maybe because they really enjoy the height of success that they are at. Snobby, nose in the air. Oh, he's nothing type thing. But again, still, I am still curious as to what actually happened here. Why did this whole thing go down the way it's gone down? And why is it continuing to go down this route that it is going down? What was the thing? What was the straw that broke the camel's back? What is it? Because it's driving me crazy. Something happened, y'all. And I don't think we've really gotten down to the bottom of it. Someday we'll hear it, but hopefully we'll hear it soon. But anyway, guys, that's the video. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hit that like button down below. Crush that subscribe button. And we'll talk very soon. This is crazy. I don't think it's the best idea, okay, to be making those jokes. But hey, I ain't them. They gonna do what they want to do. Hopefully this is the last time, the only and last time we hear a joke like that from them. But we'll see what happens. People talk. Anyway, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.